for Jin Lee. Thank you for clapping. So many Asian here, and yet white guy running camera. Anyway, good evening. My name is Jim Ree, and I'm from Taiwan, and Benny Hanna. I do the comedies because everybody said to me, Jim Ree, your English is a joke. I don't see that a compliment. Actually, I do the comedies by mistake. I think I signed for ESL class, but the classmate waited 8 weeks before telling me in the comedy class. That bitch. Yeah, I learned this word. Also learned things like, thanks, I'll be here a week. Try the beer. Also learned that in America, every 4 years, you have a big erection. Her girlfriend says she's still waiting for next big erection. So, Jimmy looking for a new girlfriend now. And recently, I meet a nice Italian girl. She says she likes Jimmy Eglo. Call it her little canary. Only problem though, her name too hard for Jimmy to say. So I give her a Chinese name. I call her Jian Dan. It's a beautiful Chinese name. It means easy. Just the way Jimmy likes her. She also have one other thing Jimmy really right. She have a green card. Actually, I have a green card and I speak English, okay? Thank you. But I guess when you're Asian, the stereotype of having bad language skills, just naturally comes with the territory. But it still does amaze me sometimes how many people still think all us Asians are bad drivers, own laundromats, and have small, egg rolls. Well, I'm here to tell you that, at least in my case, 2 out of 3 aren't true. Yes, sadly for you ladies out there, I start traffic school next week. One stereotype I do actually like is that all of you think us Asians look alike, because on Halloween, that meant I could go back to the houses with the really good candy. Oh, gee, honey, there's sure a lot of ninjas this year. Now, I can't say I blame people for thinking the way they do, because probably the only exposure to Asian culture they had were those really badly dubbed kung fu movies. You guys remember those, right? My only problem with these films were, how come everyone either sounded like John Wayne, "You, Xiaoling, the rebels are gathering at the fortress. Let's go." Or they sounded like Karnak the magician. "Ooh, your kung fu is quite good, but mine is far superior." Now, I really shouldn't laugh because my mom learned English by watching television, American television. And at times she took English just a little bit too literally. Like if you said, "Hold on," my mom would go, hold on to whacked." Or one time we actually passed by the Virgin mega store, and my mom was like, "Ooh, I think you could find nice girl in here." I was like, "Sally, Mom, I hate to break this to you, but I'm actually part of their inventory." Don't worry, folks, I'm hoping to get marked down for Christmas. Now last month I took my mom to the LA County Fair. My mom was like, "Why do you call this fair? It's not even good." "And what that smell like hay and pee-pee and poo-poo." I was like, "Shh, Mom, that's the ticket guy." But then just yesterday I told my mom I was doing stand-up comedy. She goes, "How is standing up funny? If they don't pay you, you sit down." And I hate to say, but my dad wasn't much better. He learned his English by watching Sesame Street. But it was really funny though when he got mad because he sounded like the Count. You know? I give you 3 seconds to take out the trash before I kick your ass. Now sometimes people ask me about, if Taiwan living is different than U.S. living, and it really isn't, except, when you go to buy stuff there, instead of saying made in Taiwan, it just says, here. And when we go out to dinner, we don't actually say we're going out for Chinese food, we just say we're going out for Rottweiler, right, exactly. Just messing with you. We're not into that organic shit. Also, we get a lot of the same American TV shows out there, like CSI, Monterey Park. We also get Pimp My Ride. I'm sorry, I messed that up. It's Pimp My Rickshaw. I gotta go back to the ESL class. And lastly, we get shows like I Love Lucy, Lou, Long Time. Now, I spent a little time living in Taiwan, and I worked for this radio station announcing baseball games. And occasionally our producer would help us with the names by giving us hand signals. And I remember this one game where I got a little bit confused when the player's name was Wang. I thought my producer wanted a hand job. The next day he gave me a promotion. Along with his phone number. Yes, we're dating now. I'm kidding. I didn't get the promotion. But truth to tell, doing a ball game in Taiwan is actually pretty simple. I mean, your typical call kind of went like this. Chan into the windup, bend the pitch to Chan. Chan hits a ground ball up the middle, speared by the shortstop. Chan! He flips to the second baseman. Chan! Who fires to the first baseman? Chan! No, they threw it to Rodriguez. Racist? Oh, you've been a great crowd. Thank you. That's